What's the purpose of enlightenment? What's there in it? Like, people won't get it, people won't understand it, and people don't understand why are they after this enlightenment. Or, you know, I'm not saying you need to chase enlightenment, but like, why enlightenment? Why the hell? Right? Why? So I'm going to explain you in a very different angle. My friend who doesn't get it, maybe he's like, oh, like, he had this thing of, oh, maybe. Because if I explain him, be in the moment, be in the present moment, all of these things everyone cannot understand. It cannot get into the head. Doesn't matter how much you explain, it will not. So let me try in a very different angle, very different way, you know. So what I explained to him is like, he had experience of smoking weed. So when I used to smoke weed back then, he used to smoke with me, and we used to have a really good time, smiling, out of the world, nothing disturbs you. You're in this space of this happiness where nothing can affect you because you are at this ease and you're happy. Everything looks happy, right? If you have experienced smoking weed or some drug, psychedelic drug, where it takes you to a different state, right? So you are in the state where nothing can disturb you, nothing can affect you, right? Now, take enlightenment. In certain way, it's similar to those states, but not totally that state. So enlightenment is a state of happiness. So when you smoke weed, when I say, oh, you need to get enlightened, right? People ask why, right? So why do you smoke weed, or why do you drink alcohol? Why do you try to relax, right? So you need that substance to get into that state. You need as acid or something to get into that psychedelic state, right? An enlightened person is already in that state, is already happy, and moreover, he has control over himself being in that state. That means he's in the control, like he can control his whole body being in that state of happiness. That's why you need to get enlightened. Now, I have explained enlightenment in a very different way of, you know, understanding that everything is changing, and once you understand everything is changing and accept it, you can get enlightened. Now, this thing is tricky. People won't get it. Being in the moment is enlightenment. This thing is also tricky. Everyone, an ordinary mind, or the mind who has not been meditated, who doesn't understand how to let go their thoughts, wouldn't understand this kind of topics. So that's why I brought a different angle of drugs. Drugs is the only time you get into a different state, right? And nothing can affect you, right? If somebody is yelling at you, and you might get reacted, but if you smoke weed, you're just at ease. You're like peace, right? You're in that state, right? Now, getting enlightened, you are in control of your whole senses, but you are in that happy state. Everything is happy, everything is love, and every breath that you take, you're in paradise. That's how you feel when you're smoking weed or in a psychedelic state or higher state, right? Nothing can affect you. What's happening around you, those things cannot affect you, but you are in that state, right? Enlightened person is a little different. He is conscious of everything which is going on, and at the same time, he's in this happy state. He's in that elevated state, and in that elevated state, he is in, and he doesn't have to focus to go to that elevated state because he's already elevated. He's enlightened. Hopefully, this helped you. Hopefully, this made you understand why enlightenment, right? And I put in a different perspective so that people with a certain kind of mind can understand it. Everybody has a different mind, different tendency, and different way they look at. Maybe some people can get something out of this, hopefully. All right, this. I mean, I speak about enlightenment in a very different way. I'm at the same time, practicing all these different things, and as I speak, I'm nearing to that. All right. Thank you, man. Namaste.